trades and I got.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. How are we doing? Yes, sir. Time zone shift. London is now earlier. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Take a few weeks, or not a few weeks, I hope a few days just for people to adjust until they get used to the new timings. And yeah, once they do get used to the new timings, then we can hopefully get more people in here. But until they do, they're going to be lazy and people are going to trade London at the same time. I mean, this is a huge mistake that they're going to make, because they're going to end up trading London at the same time and all the moves would have happened. And then they're like, oh, the moves has happened. What's been happening? You know, why am I wrong? And then they'll find out that their time zone shift and everything's an hour earlier. So we need to stay ahead of that, and they need to understand that. But that being said, let's get on to the analysis, right? So yesterday didn't have a stream, so we'll start on the weekly time frame here. Closed bearish, but rejecting the support zone. Not the most confidence-inducing bearish candle, but it still is bearish. So until we break the highs on a weekly time frame, there's not much information. Now looking at the daily here, we have closes daily bullish, but look where it is closing bullish, right? It's closing bullish at resistance, and we have no top wick at the moment. And yeah, you know, it makes it tough. It makes it tough. We're still stuck in this range, and we don't have too much information here on the charts in terms of a daily time frame. But we have no top wick, so there's a possibility for this to flip and finally get us out of the range. As we look at the 4-hour here, we do have two bearish 4-hour candles. So let's bring back the drawings, and you can see what the drawings are drawn off here. Not sure what this is. I haven't adjusted any levels, which I will now. Yeah, we'll start to adjust my levels. But we have this 1-hour support here. Two bearish 4-hour candles, which means that sells make sense. But if we look here, we're holding support above this zone. This is how many times have we seen rejection here? So I wouldn't be surprised to get a candle that looks something like this, and we start rejecting from this zone and going towards the upside. If we're going to sell, what we need to do, so today is kind of like a mixed day just based on that strong daily bullish close. And if we're going to sell, what we need to happen is I need to get below here, form some sort of resistance and continue down. And you'll see here there's a small resistance on the 30-minute. And once we start getting below that, we should be okay for sells, right? If we go down to the 1-hour time frame, we have this 1-hour resistance from yesterday, which is now holding as support here, and this is essentially our range. So if we can close 1 hour bullish here in 21 minutes and start to get above this maybe 161, there's a potential we can look for buys. We'll have to see how clean that looks on the 15-minute and whatnot, and then we can look here. But for sells, we need to form resistance below to get some good sells, especially below basically this support here at 16700. Around that level should be okay. For buys today, what's our range here? Is maybe like 15 pips, 8 pips, even worse. Yeah, we probably need to get above 160, 160 above this resistance. And then we have to this wick 11 to here 18, all the way up to there, 32 pips. So I think that's going to be the play, looking for above here. If we do get below here, we have this small resistance here. I think once we start getting below 160, 700, I think we have an opportunity for sell. So we'll write up the plan in a minute. Yeah, we'll write up the plan in a minute. But let's have a look at gold first, right? So let's have a look at gold. Weekly time frame on gold has closed bearish here at that weekly resistance, and that's what I was saying. Watch this weekly resistance. It can be very, very tough, right? So we haven't broke the weekly lows yet, but if you look at the daily, we're still closing bearish here, kind of in this range here, right? And yeah, gold is looking more downside populated, but when we go to the 4-hour time frame, we've created this resistance but are now trying to break back above it. So this is not a very strong resistance. It's a very weak 4-hour candle. So on gold here, you can potentially be looking for both, have a mixed bias as well. And I think sells on gold would make sense below 1952 if you're going to try sell it. And to buy gold today, I think you're looking to take buys potentially here above 1965, 515, around that, to tap into the zone. And especially if we start breaking these highs, it's easy buys, right? It becomes more obvious buys. So yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for. And yeah, let's see how this populates here. And yeah, let me know, leave a like if you enjoyed that analysis. If you enjoyed the analysis, leave a like. And any questions, anything you want to ask, go ahead, ask in the chat. Don't be scared. Say good morning, whatever you wish. Thank you very much, Alex. You are right. We have speaking today at around an hour and 45 minutes after London Open. So we have to be very, very careful. These speeches will cause issues here, right? So we don't want to be in a trade basically at the time of these speeches, right? We don't want to be in a trade at the time of these speeches. We want to look to be done pre-London or just after London Open, get out the trade and get on with our day, and see what happens in these speeches, right? What Bailey says, and we'll see how that affects the pound. Morning. Good day, everyone. Thanks, Harry, for the video, day in the life. Welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Time for AU. Yes, sir. You can have a look at AU. Where's AU? If we go here, weekly time frame on AU is closing bearish. This might just be the top wick, so be careful about that. But on the other hand, the daily is closing bullish. If this week we start closing above 0.67247, you could see some nice upside here. We're not doing that yet. On the 4-hour, it looks nicely bullish here. It's just not that clean, but it's okay. Yeah, I think this resistance here, you have this resistance here. If you start closing above this resistance and respecting the zone, I think you have a nice shot here, man, to trade this range. I think that's a nice tradable range. If you just get above it, do something like this, continue up. Let's see, 15. Yeah, just a 15-minute closure breakout with volume, trade up to this zone and potentially further. I think that's going to be your shot today on this. What's the difference between stop and stop loss? Are they the same thing? Yes, they are the same thing. A stop is a stop loss. Euro USD. Yeah, we can have a look at Euro USD. Weekly is definitely bullish here. Daily, on the other hand, yeah, daily looks like it wants to try tap back up to 1.0855. 1 hour, see 4 hours doing. 4 hour created a resistance here, not the best. If we start breaking the 4 hour high, you have some upside opportunity. 1 hour is just consolidating at this resistance. This resistance is the problem here. So you need to get above, form some sort of support and continue up bullish. Selling from here, I don't think it's a good idea. If anything, you're looking for pullbacks to continue to this resistance. Not looking to sell. That's counter trend and will be difficult. Yes, we had some drama about CZ and his exchange. So we can look at Bitcoin, but I do encourage you in the Discord, there is daily Bitcoin analysis, which lines up pretty much at my analysis. But we saw a small dump from that news. Nothing really crazy here, right? We're still flagging out at the top of the range here. You know, if we're looking at weekly candles, close doji, it's not too much information. We are breaking the lows, which is worrying, without breaking the highs. So this kind of showing weakness here, but it doesn't mean a complete reversal. Daily candles are still respected until we get a daily candle closing below these wicks, basically at 26, 480. Then you're gonna probably see more of a retracement, but that retracement can end up being another higher low, and we'll see if this fails to give us the move down or if we get the continuation. Otherwise, we're just flagging out here, right? You can see we're just creating a range. Nothing much here. So we're ranging here. Potential even buys from the bottom of the range here to test the top again, and yeah, a bit of a crab market on Bitcoin for the moment. So crabbing, nothing too crazy. Okay, we'll write the plan here. Plan. Need to get below 160.700 and respect. There we go. Very simple plan. US 30, someone wants to have a look at US 30. Let's have a look. Oh, very dirty. Need to wait for New York. Yeah, weekly here is closing bullish, not bad. Daily is also bullish, but at this resistance, be very, very careful. 4 hours kind of not doing anything. Yeah, you need a 4 hour to give you some sort of directional bias. I think if we start breaking this high, you could look to get one more breakout, probably to retest this high and then fail. The problem is you're at resistance, so your best buys are going to come above this resistance. If not, if you're going to look for sells, you probably have to wait till you close below this type of zone here. But it's at a tough zone at the moment. Tough zone. Let's see, there's 24 of us in here and 8 likes. Can we get it to like at least 15? Try get the stream out while people are sleeping. This time change really sucks, man, because you have to change your whole schedule if your time zone doesn't change, and then no one understands about the stream, right? Then the whole stream gets messed up because everyone's sleeping at this time. They don't change their schedule. But then if they're trading London, they're really gonna miss out, right? And they're gonna be in a little bit of trouble because they're not gonna get to see the stream. Not the stream, I mean, they're not gonna be able to trade their session. And also they won't get to see the stream. So yeah, it's not ideal, not ideal. But what I do like about it is it allows me to trade London Open earlier. So London Open used to be 12 p.m. for me. I mean, yeah, 12 p.m. And now it's 11 a.m. So it's better. For me, the stream is 7:30 a.m. So I'm not complaining. I'm happy it's earlier. That's good. The people in US should be happy if they still watch the stream in US. Some people I remember were watching the stream in US and Canada. Luciano's in Canada. So maybe that's earlier for him. You're located in the US? Nice one, man. I'm located in Dubai, man. I'm located in Dubai. So it's late in the US. It's depends where you are. I appreciate the US guys showing up. You know, it's a London stream. They're showing up in the US. It's pretty cool. I like it. Canada, super. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it will take a few days until people adjust to the time difference. It's so common. I always get they show up the same time as London Open before, and they're like, "Oh, the moves are happening so early now, man. The moves are happening so early. What happened to the market? Maybe we should trade Asian session." I'm like, "What?" It's like, "What? You're living under a rock. If you trade the markets, you have to know when the time zones shift. It's like super important." Just the lack of knowledge in that surprises me, you know? It's like, how do you expect them to progress in trading if they don't know what time markets open? I mean, it's okay to forget it. I get it to forget, but, you know, to not be aware is a problem. Especially when you're surrounded by old people around you. Good morning, Harry. Morning, brother. How are you doing, Wix? We're neighbor country. I'm in Kuwait. Ah, nice. Kuwait's not too far from me. NPG, I think, is in Oman. So we have some surrounding people. Oh, you're in Abu Dhabi. Thought you were in Oman. Crest. Where's Crest from? Some European country. Man's in some European country. Either somewhere like Netherlands. I'm gonna guess Netherlands. That's my guess. If I get it right, I'll drop my PayPal in the chat and you have to PayPal me. Yeah, Crest is like, yeah. PayPal me $100,000. Not cheap here, not cheap. Switzerland, okay, let's see. Come on, Chris, spill the beans. India. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. No, he's joking. He's joking. He told me he's not. He told me he's from like Netherlands or somewhere. Do you do live sessions every day? Yes, sir, we do. What drives the price of gold? Many things. Supply and demand, right? People who want gold drives the price. Banks drive the price. Institutions trading it. Yeah, that's basically what gold, you know. Economic events. Economic events will also drive gold. Well, now since you got it wrong, you should PayPal me $100. I'll send the PayPal later. Yeah, I think I've given you enough, man. I've given you enough. Man's taking profitable trades. You can keep the PayPal to yourself. Okay, GG. What have you got now? It's a nice 1 hour close this is looking like. North Island. Mr. Chris, brother, I appreciate you showing up to the streams, but really, we're not looking for your signals, brother. I appreciate you showing up, wanting to learn, ask questions, being a part of the stream. But yeah, you're always spamming the comments with signals, and yeah, we don't want it, man. I appreciate you, but it's not what we want. So if you can chill out on that, we'll be appreciated. It's not the place to be spamming signals and spamming your trades. We're happy it worked out. It's great, but you know, we don't need to know every second. No spamming, yes, no spamming the comments. I see your comments on the stream. Every single time your trade hits TP, you're commenting. I don't think many people read the comments after the stream is done. Here to share price action knowledge, appreciate the channel. You're most welcome, brother, most welcome. We just don't want the spamming, that's all. Do I speak Arabic in Dubai? I can speak Arabic, but everyone speaks English here, so you just speak English. If you're speaking to your local friends here, they prefer to speak in English, they like English. So you'd speak a mix, some words Arabic, some words English. Depends on the vibe. Mainly speak Arabic if you don't want someone next to you to hear what you're saying, right? But you have to guess right that they don't understand what you're saying. Are you Arab, bro? No, I'm not. I'm actually originally from England. I just live here in Dubai. Crest, you're really from India? Man, you're lying, man. Arabic sounds funny. Can you say an Arabic word now? I'm not bothered to say an Arabic word now. People will probably leave the stream. Any language that you don't understand will sound funny, right? Imagine how English sounds if you didn't understand English. I wonder how English sounds if you didn't understand English. I thought you said you were from Europe, man. I really thought you said you were from Europe. Because I remember you saying, Harry is an Englishman. Yes, sir. From Mexico. Welcome from Mexico, brother. Welcome. Alright, 1 hour closed here. Created a nice support below 500, which is not too fun here, right? Because if we look here at the past, every time we're trading above 500, we seem to get good buys from this zone. So I want to get above 500 here, you know? Above these levels. You see where all of these rejections, all of these wicks, there, highlighted all the spots where you guys have to watch, right? So you really want to yeah, you want to be above here, which we're now pushing for some weird reason with no bottom wick. Nothing we can do now. I mean, it's just it's going on a little bit of a journey. I'd prefer to see this make a bottom wick because there's no way we can take a trade now. Yeah, interesting open here. Did we have some Euro news? Today's Tuesday. No, not even Euro news. Yeah, buys above. You can adjust your video quality, brother. If you go to settings, change video quality to full quality, it will look super clear. So just if you're on phone, press the settings button at the bottom right. If you're on PC, also settings button will be there, and go to quality, press advanced, change it to 1080p because I'm streaming in high quality, so you should be able to view in high quality. Buys above. Yeah, you said that. But Harry, when you speak, your accent is not British. Yes, man, because I've lived in Dubai so long. I was actually born here. So it's like if you were born in America, you'd have an American accent. If you were born in England, you'd most likely have a British accent. I've developed a neutral accent. Because think about it, when you're young and you go to school and stuff like that, the most time is spent in school, around friends, talking with people who are in school. So you pick up those type of accents, you know what I mean? We come from the place we are born, your ancestors who are from England, not you. Yes, I agree with that, definitely. So yeah, we rejected this high here. I wonder if we'll make a bottom wick on the 1 hour. Would be nice to see a bottom wick on the 1 hour. because then we don't have to worry about it at any time happening, because this is a 1 hour candle. So at any time during this hour, this candle can flip and make a bottom wick, which is going to be problematic, because if we're taking trades on a 15-minute closure, then the issue we might face is that the 15-minute might fail, make a 1 hour bottom wick, but the 1 hour still ends up bullish and we get stopped out because price goes down to do that. So I'd prefer, it's not always, we don't always, but it would just be a prefer, you know, I'd prefer to see a bottom wick here. What's my view on gold? Yeah, I think gold, you know, if we're breaking below this 4 hour support, I think we need the daily to flip here. So it's kind of mixed, but I think if you're going to sell, sells make sense below this type of support here at 1956, 400-ish, 390. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. 1 second. I was really hoping we made a bottom wick here. But we have to wait for a close. There's nothing we can do. I'm not buying breakouts. If you buy this breakout, you have to put your stop loss way below here. It's not a bad stop loss, but if you do the measuring, if you remember last week, right? If you guys remember last week, when we measured from here to here was like 15 pips. Now it's, you know, all the way up here, like this huge move, for a candle to move all the way up here is only 26 pips. So the ranges have become smaller, right? Even this range here, from here to here, looks like, wow, that's a big range, that's big stops, but actually your stops are only 21 pips here. It's nothing. So the ranges are huge, and that means the move is going to take time to play out, right? It's asking a lot just for 20 pips. So we can see that's due to volume in the markets. We're seeing less, not volume, but the ranges have become smaller, right? It's a form of volume. It's not exactly normal volume. It's just a form of volume. Thanks for the tips on changing the quality. Been struggling sometimes watching from Botswana. No worries, man. Yeah. Maybe I can put it in the description, but no one reads the description, so it's hard. But yeah, most streams are in high quality. You just have to adjust it. Hit the like. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see what's going on a 5-minute here. So this 5-minute failed to close above. Now we're getting a wick fill. Yeah, this is gonna tap here, I think, before anything. 161, 130 something. But again, this move looks big, but it's tiny, right? This is like 6 pips. With spread, it's like 4 pips, you know? Super interesting. Now, if we take a close above this line here on this 15-minute here, the only issue we face is that 50% chance you're going to get a pullback. It's either you're going to get lucky and it's going to start pushing, or we'll have to hold through a pullback. So it depends. Well, if we even get this closing at a decent spot. If this just pushes crazy and we're up somewhere here by the time this closes, we have to wait for a pullback, which is okay. You guys can't have FOMO in this move. We haven't missed anything because it's not in our plan. We have no way to enter this, so you're not missing anything. Not missing anything. Morning, Harry, and all. A breakdown on US 30. Yeah, we said US 30 is set up bullish, but we're at 4-hour resistance, so it's pretty tough on US 30 because we're at 4-hour resistance. So we need more information either to start trading above that 4-hour resistance, but if it starts breaking down and you see that change of structure, you can look for sells. Yeah, this is pushing now. Big push here. But I have to keep reminding myself I'm used to what was happening last week and the week before. This type of push here would have been 20 pips. This push we've seen here is 9 pips only, so. Yeah, I don't like trading like this. This looks way too... yeah, I can't trade like this. I need to be trading and focusing on exactly what I see. Internet connection so slow today, keeps connecting and disconnecting. Yeah, that's because you're in these exotic places. Now, one thing I'm doing now is I'm trying to look, okay, was there a way we could have entered? Is there a way I could have got into this trade? Now, the biggest problem with this trade is because the 4 hours are closing bearish here, so it makes it very, very difficult. There's really, I don't really see a valid way to get into this trade that makes sense totally. Maybe on this candle here, but this is even before 10 a.m. even. Yeah, it's very tough. Come on, GJ, don't do this. We saw something similar yesterday, but we still had options. This was yesterday, right? We saw something very similar. We started pushing where we were here, right? We had this push pre-London, just kept pushing, but then we did get this type of pause here, which gave us opportunities to take buys, and then we got a very deep pullback, and then we got second option to take buys. So there's definitely a lot of space today to be able to do the same. Bro, this candle looks crazy. This candle looks absolutely insane. But it's like only 19 pips here. You know, it's a good move. This is the move we would have wanted to be in, but there's just no entry. You know, even on a 5-minute, nothing is closing. It's just straight green candles. And in reality, this is sometimes how the market's going to be. There's nothing you can do. For me, I don't feel like I've missed anything. It's just annoying that it's not giving us any options. So, I mean, now we have to change the plan to looking for buys with support form. That's the only slight adjust here, Because our plan, listen, this is what I mean, you have to follow our plan. Our plan was to take a buy with a closure above here. That never happened. We just pushed through. 1 hour even opened without no bottom wick here. Straight push. So what's the next option? Well, we're not going to buy the highs here, FOMO into the move, and then get stuck into a 30 pip pullback here, and our entry's all the way up here. You know, so if it just keeps pushing, what to do? It's one of those days. This is a day where you just have to, you know, bite your teeth and, you know, get on with it. But if we start pulling back here and creating supports, this is going to give me an opportunity to be able to take trades towards the upside. And I can already plan where I know my trade's going to be wrong. Anything closing back into this range, I can look to manage my trade, but ultimately have stops all the way down here. So I definitely have a few options here, and it's not an issue. What's the best advice strategy for the next move once a candlestick breaks the high above the previous resistance? You need a close first. A close, then it breaks the high, then you can take the trade. Without the close, you can't do anything. Yes, but today it's really bad. Yeah, I can imagine. That message took like 20 minutes to send. Alright, 15 close bullish here. Look, normally it would make sense to take an entry here to go test up to this zone here, but you know, you're gonna run stops here, a 32 pip stop for a 10 pip target first. You know, you're buying this huge green candle here, it's not really worth it for me. I need to wait for some clarity, just some sort of pullback here, like this. So let it come down, more. Then let it create support. And then let me take a trade, make my money, and then you can do whatever it wants to do. I don't care what it does after that. And if that doesn't happen, then no big deal. Wasn't my plan. Let's see. What's gold doing in this? Broke down below that 1956. How much of a pullback do you want to see normally? Is it percentage of a previous candle? No, I want to see, at this point I don't even want just a pullback. I need support to form. Because even if I have a pullback here and this candle flips, my stop loss still has to be below this previous candle. And my first target's only 10, 11 pips away. Which is fine, but for this 30 pip stop kind of sucks. You know, it kind of sucks. It's not really something I want to be doing. Like, this is something I always tell people, is that when we see a candle like this is the candle we would have wanted to be in, right? Because what are the chances we get another big candle like this without pullback? You know, you normally see like big candle, some sort of pullback consolidation, another big candle, you know? Big candles, pullback consolidation, another big candle. Same thing, big candle, pullback, big candle. Pullback, 2, 3 big candles. So I want to see something similar. Morning, John. Morning. If the current 15 closes bearish, I will want to buy. I don't think that's a good idea. I think if it closes bearish and the next one breaks the high, it's an option. It's kind of what I'm populating at the moment, but we'll see if it setups. I mean, this 5-minute breaking the high is an option here, but it's a very low confirmation time frame. But if you have ultimate FOMO and you don't mind taking a bit more risk than usual, you can take this with stop loss below the 5-minute, 8 pip stop loss for like a 10-12 pip target and potentially for it to continue. Yep, that's the one. Break the high and shall see. Personally, I don't know how much I trust this 5-minute, you know? Tough decision, tough spot. You know, there is volume in the market here, but if our ranges was a little bit bigger, if this was just at least 15-20 pips, maybe yes. Maybe yes, re-break of the high, but I think I'll probably just wait for the 30-minute close and then see what happens. If I miss the move, it's okay. It's not really... My plan wasn't to just take one small 5-minute pullback here. I wasn't really planning that, but we'll see how this populates. If this closes like this and the next one breaks the high, maybe it's a chance, but let's keep our eyes on this, and then, you know, we can always do a half risk trade, you know, just to not miss the move. But if you lose it, you're not losing much. It's definitely an option here. How did I deal with the psychology part of trading? I think you still deal with it, or you're always dealing with it. But following my plan, that's how I dealt it. Following my plan and making sure that I don't feel emotions outside of my control. There's a lot of, like, this move here was outside of my control. You can't be trying to manipulate the markets now to find an entry that makes sense. It's not going to work. You need to look at the markets. What are we doing now? What makes the most sense, right? Right now, what makes the most sense? That's what you have to be looking at. Yeah, I think you're gonna get a push here on this 5-minute. I think you'll see this 5-minute push up to this 161,380. Yeah, you'll probably see that. See how this 5-minute closes. Not the best close here. Hopefully the 15 maybe can close like this and we can take break of the high. Yeah, we should wait and see. Five-minute is going to form a bottom wick. Yeah, I think if the 5-minute breaks the high, there's an opportunity here. But it's kind of consolidated. It's not the best close. You would have wanted to see it close a bit higher. But I think if it breaks the high, there's an opportunity. I'm just trying to consider if I want to go with this. If I'm taking trade on 5-minute, this I'm definitely doing half risk at the moment, for sure. I'm just hoping we can mess around here for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Till the 30-minute close. Same setup on gold. Yeah, gold is a little bit different. This is closing slightly more bullish here. But yeah, if the next one breaks the low, I think maybe you have continuation on gold as well. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a shot here, half risk, just to see how this ends up. Stop loss below here. Anything closing below here, I'll just cut the trade, very minor loss. Something like this. If this 5-minute does not close like this, if it closes like doji or something, I'm just going to cut the trade here. Because we have the 30-minute opening and I don't want to be stuck in a huge 30-minute pullback. I'll just close for like -2 pips or something. Yeah, -2 pips and we'll see. If not, hopefully we can get a small push here and we'll see. Okay, 30-minute open here. We don't want a very fat pullback here. We kind of want just a small bottom wick and to flip and go. If we start pulling back too heavy, we just cut this trade because we don't want to be stuck in a heavy pullback. Like right now, it has to push. We want to see it push. Yep, this is the push we want. Quick 10-15 pips here, scalp. See if we can get a quick push. Just watching what lower time frames are doing at this zone. We want it to remain above this support. As long as it remains above this support, we're okay. Anything closing below this support on lower time frames, we have an issue. Yeah, I moved my stop loss to that 5-minute, but I'm just watching the lower time frame to see if we can respect this support here. If we respect this support, we should be fine. I just don't like the way we've gone up, made a top wick and flipped. We have to flip now again like this, and then this will give me a lot more confidence. Nice, 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 nice. Moving stop loss to break even here. Nice push here. Definitely some volume in the market here. See if we can get this 1-minute candle to flip. Nice. Come on, one more push. I'm out. TP hit. Let's get it. Yes, sir. I'm out. TP hit. Beautiful trade. Very, very simple. Come on, guys. Let's get it. Easy. Look at that. TP hit. Look at sniper close. Look at that rejection after TP hit. I don't even have my terminal. I'll have to show you on my phone. Give me a sec. I didn't open my terminal on my computer. I'll post it up. I'll post it up anyways. But let me show you on my phone. Here, look. See if you can see that. Let me see if it comes. Is it focusing? I'll post it up. I'll post it up. Don't worry. I'll post it up in... yeah, I think you saw it. Yep. You guys saw it. All right. Beautiful. Can we get some TPs in the chat, please? TPs in the chat. Let me know if you guys took that trade, and you better leave a like on the stream because we're up here early. We planned a trade. I waited for something, and I took it based on how the charts developed, right? I'm still in. I would recommend securing something, brother. Remember, we're buying after a huge green candle. Let's get it. Let's get it. Definitely at BE now. If you're gonna try hold this, you go to BE. Okay, so I wonder who was here that day we took that yeah, beautiful Instagram clip. Yeah, I'll probably post that Instagram clip. One sec. Let me see if I can pull up my brokerage to show you guys. Give me one sec. Okay, we're back. We're back. There we go. This is the trade here. Set break of the high, closed out at that wick. Right, no cap. That's the trade. Very, very simple. So my TP was based on support resistance. Actually, no, my TP was just from the push. I know the average moves. Average moves are 15 pips. So if I measure this, should be 15 pips. Yeah, 14.8, 15 pips. It's just that once you get a push, this is an average move. And the reason I know this, if you guys remember, if you guys were watching that stream we had last week with the Thunder. You guys remember that stream with the Thunder when we took the same trade? We had its exact same setup. How you know, we're repeating this. It's just repetition. We had a strong 15-minute bullish close. We had to find a way in. I waited for the 5-minute to pull back, create the same structure, and then take it at the break of the high. Who remembers that? Let me know in the chat if you guys actually remember that. This is the exact same trade. Nothing changed. Right? Nothing changed. It's just repetition, right? We had a strong bullish 15-minute close. I wait for confirmation. We saw this 5-minute pullback, respected the lows. Next one broke the high, and we continue to move towards the upside. Yep, same trade. Just repetition of that trade. Yep. It's the same trade. Repetition. Yep, very similar to Thunder Day. And that's how it should be. You're just trying to repeat things you see in the market. That's why I had some confidence to take this. Yeah, I did, want to go lower risk because it's a 5 minute, but still decent risk. Only difference is the weather. Actually, it rained last night, surprisingly, for like 3 minutes and then stopped. And look, you can be done with your day now nice and early, right? So that's one advantage we have with the time being like this is we can be done super early. I'm just leaving this trade to see if it would have hit my full TP. But it wouldn't be fun to have entered this trade and have to lose 8 pips. Because 8 pips is quite a lot of money, right? Especially if you're trading with high lot size, 5 lots and above. 8 pips is actually a decent amount of money. And you don't want to be down 8 pips hoping that it goes back to where you were up. Because, I'll ask you guys this question, and I do this with a lot of people who I speak to. And I say, okay, maybe now you're trading $10, $1, $5. But imagine you had $1,000 in your hand here and you could take it. You wouldn't take it because you want more, or would you just take it to secure it, right? If you know that this is a valid place to secure. I know when we have a heavy push like this and we create this 5-minute structure, the next push I'm going to get is an average of 15 pip move, right? Unless it's some lucky day where we see volume start pushing. But that wasn't happening. I was watching the 1 minute to see what I was getting. Right, I was watching the 1 minute, and this is how I managed to close right at this wick here. Right, I managed to close right at this wick because I have data on this. Right, I take right. I get this data. I build this information here. This is just an example, but I collect this information. Exactly, I like that, Mike. That's a good statement. The market owes us nothing, so take what we can get. If it makes sense, doesn't mean we should close at 1-2 pips, no. Just close, don't try be greedy past what the average is. All you have to do is take small bits from the market, and that adds up to quite a lot after some time. That's our job. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Nothing much really to talk about. Trade is done, trading is done. Managed to catch one on stream today, which is nice, and I think you guys enjoy when we catch trades on stream. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. First stream with the new time, and we smashed it with a trade, so that's nice to see. And yeah, let me, please share this stream with people who don't know that the time has changed. Please, in the group, message the group and say like, oh guys, just to let you know, stream was great today, I enjoyed it, the times has changed an hour earlier. Because really, I hate, like yesterday, day before yesterday, I posted a day in the life video, so if you haven't watched that, definitely check that out. But I really don't like keep posting. It seems like obnoxious, and it's not what I like to do, but has to be done. So if you guys can help me with that and just help make people aware by posting yourself saying, hey, live streams are earlier now, hope you guys are joining up, doesn't make it look like I'm trying to push so hard and be like one of these influencer type people, right? So I'd appreciate it if you guys help me with that. And if you did take trades today, tag me on Instagram, right? Tag me on Instagram, post the trade that we took together, tag me, and that's your free signal for today. I'll be sending you all my PayPal, right? And you can pay me for that signal, 5% of your profits. All right, so your profits. And what I did like is yesterday when I wasn't streaming, a lot of people still managed to take trades based on what we learned here. So that makes me happy, shows me that I'm giving across the right idea. And I'll catch you guys in the group. Take care, Tradesharpe, and have a nice day. I'll see you hopefully very, very soon. Peace.